Hey guys, welcome to week 1, day 3, full body. Let's get into it. Here we have our first workout in day 3 is going to be heel elevated hip thrust. We're going 4 rounds with the same sequence, 12, 10, 8, ending on a 15, which is our burnout. Your heels are slightly higher than your toes in a narrow stance with your heels right under your hips. Your toes are pointing out and knees are out right over those toes. Squeeze that belly button on the way down and booty back to the top. Stack those weights right on top of your shoulders, sit into that squat, and as you come up, squeeze your booty and your abs and press up to the ceiling. Here's our second exercise, Russian twist. We are going 4 rounds, 20 reps, superset that with your hip thrust. Get that weight going hip to hip. Make sure your knees are staying centered. Because I'm using a heavy weight here, I'm using my feet on some weights to really drive that weight side to side. Let's get into exercise number 3. We have chest flies. We're going 4 rounds, 12 reps. Go ahead and lay on down to the floor. Your feet are all the way up to the ceiling, squeezing your belly button to the mat. Stack your hands right over your chest, palms together. Open up until you tap your elbows to the floor like a reverse hug and squeeze those arms in for a big hug, making sure they're creating a circle for your fly. Long extension down and squeeze up. Make sure those weights are stacking over your chest and not over your face. Here's exercise number 4, reverse flies. So right after that, those chest flies, we're getting into a reverse fly, pulling to our back, hitting our lats along our rib cage and behind our shoulders, our delts. Feet together, hip hinge forward with a flat back. Now you're focusing on pulling away in that reverse hug. Palms together and squeeze out. For our last superset, we are hitting some abs. Let's get into our cable crunch. We are going 4 rounds, 12 reps. You want to use a heavy weight here, but really think about squeezing your belly button in. Keep those hips back so they're not swinging and pushing forward with any momentum. Think about a zip tie. You're pulling your bottom of your rib cage to the top of your hips, and they're being cinched together with a zip tie. So squeeze those elbows down to your knees. No need to fully extend all the way up. You're just going to tap into your lower back. Keep it rounded in a C, squeezing ribs to hips. And really think about drawing in that belly button. Let's adjust the weight down to get into our wood chops. Go ahead and get that right at belly button height. Take a step away. I noticed the weight was too heavy, so let's drop the weight down and restart here. Take a step away from the machine. Hands are right at shoulder length apart. Square up your hips with your toes, facing forward. Trying from the bottom half of your body not to be swinging around. All the work is from your hips up. Hands shoulder width apart. Take a step away from the cable. Hips are stacked. And you're doing a rotation with the top half of your body. You should feel this in the sides of those abs hitting our obliques. Long extension, rotate all the way over and squeeze to the other side. That wraps up our first full body workout done.